Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel Spub Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Ugly Stepsister. I saw it, it was on my list. I believe, yes, it is on my list. And one of the guys that I follow on TikTok talked about the movies he watched, I believe in April. This might have came out in April, and this was pretty good. But it's body horror, psychological horror, satire, slasher horror, comedy, drama, and horror. So The Ugly Stepsister, I assume, is Cinderella, right? So follows Elvira as she battles against her gorgeous stepsister in a realm where beauty reigns supreme. She resorts to extreme measures to captivate the prince amidst a ruthless competition for physical perfection. I don't know. I think it's just right. It was Cinderella. Yeah, Cinderella who went and she had the stepsister. So I think it's a take on that. That's what I assume. I don't know who's in this. Myren. I mean, I could see the names, but Annie Dahl Torp, or I don't know. I don't know any of these people, so I don't even know if it's in English. But it is a 7.0 on IMDb and 3,000. Hopefully this is working. I don't even catch it. 3,240 people rated it so far. So sorry. I don't know if you heard all that, but hopefully you did, because I'm not going to redo it. I'll just turn up the volume. I don't know. Shutter. It could be good. Might be awful, but a 7 with 3,000 people. Let's check it out. Stick around. I'll be back. My little mic. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of The Ugly Stepsister, and I know I was a little unsure at the beginning if this was Cinderella. It's Cinderella. It is. It's just named something different because it's a different take on the Cinderella story. And it insightful. Like, I don't know how much of this is based on a true story. We know the Cinderella story. She had stepsisters. Cinderella goes to the ball, the prince, the shoe, the pumpkin, all that fun stuff, right? She was just, but she was put down. The mother comes in, what I believe in this case, with two sisters, marries into the family, and Cinderella kind of gets a backseat because the mother takes over. In this case, the father dies. Her father dies, and so she obviously starts to, like, her daughter's a little favoritism there to her, at least one of her two daughters. I'm not sure if that's how it all came to be. We know the stepmother was very bad to Cinderella, right? But this take is really from the one stepsister. It's interesting. She has two stepsisters. One is, very wants to be in love. I don't know what that is. Infatuated with being in love with, in this case, the prince. But I think she would have taken anybody, but very committed and wants to have that prince, to have that dream scenario. And this movie takes place from her point of view, not Cinderella. Cinderella's there, and the other stepsister is there, but they take a backseat. It's really about Elvira, I think. I don't know, whatever. It's all about her and her goal of getting a prince and her mother's influence on that and try to make that happen. And it cuts into, like, she is not the best looking girl. I'm not saying that, from my opinion. That's what they, like, she wants to go in and improve her looks and improve her figure and improve everything so that the prince will fall in love with her. And that's where the body horror comes in. This is a very slow moving movie, slow burn. It was almost to the point, like, I don't really care about, like, period pieces or whatever this is. Didn't interest me. You had to read it. It's a Norwegian film, so you had to read the whole thing. And I was just like, it was a really slow burn. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I didn't like the way that she was being treated, because she was the ugly stepsister. Their words, not mine, and everything that was going on with her. Didn't like it. But if you stick with it, it changes. And for the good or for the worse, but I don't know. But it really gets, there are points in this movie where I was literally covering my eyes, trying to watch, trying not to watch. It gets that over the top with the body horror, you know what I mean? And so this girl was doing anything and everything she could to win the love of the prince and get ready for the ball. And it's like, wow, what a very interesting take. Like, I've seen other takes on Cinderella, seen the modern one, or the most recent one, I should say, which is a remake of the classic. But then, the other one with Hilary Duff and Chad Michael Murray, A Cinderella Story, there's all those kinds of things. This is the same. This is a Cinderella story, but from the point of view of the one stepsister, and it's through the mind of people, self-doubt, whatever you want to say. Oh, there's a post-credit scene. Oh no, that's but there's like people who doubt themselves and want to do anything to look better. What is they're I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like there's people out there who suffer with that kind of thing, like, and want to, do different things to make them. And this takes it to a whole nother level. I think about like my daughters when I watch this. Like, do they have that image or self-doubt, or you know what I mean? I can't think of the word right now, but you know what I'm talking about. And that one, I don't think they do. But I'm sure there are women, maybe even men out there who are like, no, I wanna look better. I want to feel better. I wanted to fall in love with the handsome prince or whatever, and I'll take whatever measures necessary. And this shows it graphically to you. Funny, when I started this review, I'm like, I'm not going to have a lot to say. I have a lot to say. Very interesting take. I like the creativity. The acting was good. I've never seen anybody in this that I didn't see before, but the girl who played the main character, phenomenal job. Very, very hard to watch in two ways. Slow burn, like I said, the first hour is like, and it's uncomfortable because it's like bullying and stuff like that. It's something you don't want to watch. You get through that, and it's hard to watch because it's grotesque, and painful to watch. Like I said, covering my eyes. But with all that said, if it's something you can withstand, it's interesting point of view, calling out on, I think Substance is very similar in that sense, you know what I mean? But like the people who are, who deal with this kind of thing, this is on a bigger scale, but you get it. You'll see if you do decide to watch it. So, I didn't know anything about it. I don't ever watch trailers. So hopefully if you do watch me, you get a little something out of what I shared with you without ruining the ending. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know, but there's so much to take in. And it takes a while, hour and 49 minutes. All right, that's it. I don't know if I was helpful or not. You might be grossed out with my review. I apologize. But if you stuck this long, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.